The world economic system is a trap. It's a trap to enslave most people in the world. Just like in the olden days, slavery used to come in chains. It used to come through bondages, sheep. They brought the black people in sheep from Africa to the rest of the world. But today, especially when I got to America, my first few years of going to America, I was crying always in my hotel. I was always crying. And immediately I understood, because before I went to America, I used to look at America as the richest country in the world. But after I came back from America, I saw America as the biggest slavery plantation in the world. I'm sorry for that. The biggest slave plantation in the world. You know, as rich as the country is, most people in that country don't even have a taste of that wealth. If I have money, some people are saying, where is it better to live? If I have money, of course, with development, if you are talking about the development, America is the best. If you have your money, go and live in America. But if you want to work in America, if you have your money, you can go and live in America to enjoy America. America is wonderful. For me, it's the greatest country in the world. But if you want to work, if you want to make money and work, it is the worst slave plantation in the whole world. And of course, England, the same thing. And Western world is just horrible. And I'm so happy I'm going to Nigeria. We must do everything to avoid that kind of system in Africa, in our country, Nigeria, because the way things are going, in these countries, everybody is copying these Western countries, and I'm so sorry, but the truth is, the citizens of this. I thought when I was going to America, I thought America was the freest country in the world. I thought I was going to a free country, and I was so excited, looking forward to it. When I got there, I understood that no, slave trade stopped 200 years or how many years ago, but slave trade now is no more for black people. It's for almost everybody. Maybe only 3% or 1% of America alone is not under slavery. I think the whole country is just a big slave plantation. I am so sorry for this. If you're an American, I don't want to assault you or insult you. And, I love your country, but I'm just revealing to you the system in that country. The same thing in England. When I go to England, I shed tears at seeing my own people, especially African people who go there to make a living. They are just working like slaves. And some of them wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, going to first job, second job, third job, just struggling until they die. And their children, they don't have time for them. Their children end up in prisons. Their children end up in some centers. And the same thing in all these Western countries. It is so sad. It is so sad. I went to Canada. They said I thought they said it as the highest standard of living. When I got to Canada, I saw people complaining like I never saw people in Africa complain. They are complaining that the fuel is increased by 1 cent or 2 cents. I said, what is the problem with 2 cents? Go to Nigeria where they are increasing it every day by I don't know how many dollars. You got your something increased by 1 cent or 2 cents. You are crying. What will Africans do? But things are just so hard for them because they are working all day through day and night and everything like that. Hey, my purpose for teaching you this thing, feel my heart, is to help you. I just want to help you. Please, it's my heart. I think it's the heart of God. God created you. He died for you. He doesn't want you to be entrapped by the system of this world. He doesn't want you to end up serving this world. He doesn't want you to end up serving the system of this world. God created you for himself. God created you for his glory, for you to glorify him, not to end up tying yourself down under the system of this world that is enslaving you, that you have to work and just hardly make a living. That is not the purpose of God's death for you. He died for you so that you might be able to be free to soar and be able to be free to glorify your Lord and Maker. But the reality of situation is that right now, the way the world economic system is set up is that it is a trap. And how do they get us? How do they get us into that trap? That's number 2 point now. The world economic system is set up in such a way that we live in a world of pressure. We have good pressure and we have bad pressure. The pressure starts from our childhood. When we are born, the pressure starts by saying we must go to school. And we are looking at school as something good, which is good. Education is one of the best things that the world has ever invented. It's very good. But the people who control the system of this world, the people who rule the new economic, what they call it, new world order, and the people who control the economy of the world, they have now learned to use education for their own means, for their own goals. And they have now started using education as a form of pressure. A pressure that will lead you right into the trap of the economic system of this world. How does that work? Once you get born, your parents begin to tell you, you must go and get education, you must go and get education, as if it is education that determines your standard of living. And we know that education does not determine your wealth. Education does not always determine your standard of living. We've spoken about it, that all of us know people who are educated. And most of us are educated who are listening to me. Most of you are school graduates, or you are college graduates, or you are university graduates. And you know it, that being a graduate does not secure you economic prosperity. Even when you have good job, even when you are well employed. We are not even talking about the people who are not employed. And I told you the other day that being a graduate does not mean that you'll be rich. Being a graduate does not mean that you'll be wealthy. Being a graduate does not mean that you'll be economically sound. This doesn't follow. Even though basic education is necessary. That is why most of the people we know in the world today, like Bill Gates, like like some of those rich people, some of them did not even finish university. Some of them were school dropouts. Why? Because the way education is being used today is to entrap people, is to make you go into the workforce, is to make you go right from college or right from university into workforce. So education has now become a recruiting system that the system of this world makes to enslave people, make you to go into the forced work and be working for the people who control the economy. So what education now does is to produce workers. Education now is being used, colleges, universities are now being used as production process, as a production line. So that is producing new workforce, new workers to come and work as managers, to come and work as directors, to come and work as head of department. And we are rejoicing. Yes, I'm a manager. They have employed me as a director. Oh, I am a manager. Oh, I am a head of department. Oh, I'm going to get promotion. We are dreaming of it. And some of our parents even make us to dream of it and think that, oh, you get a good employment there. You get good job there. You get good job there. And that is the slavery. When they begin to push you to go and get a job in one place or the other, either in government or private, that is how your slavery starts. That is how your enslavement starts. This is how the world system enslaves you. It starts enslaving you from the time you are in school. You begin to think about going to study well. They say you must study well so that you get a good job. So you are already programming yourself to become a slave. So they said, okay, then when you finish studying well, you become one of the good students. They put you and they give you a good employment, and that is already slavery. So you are looking for a way and dreaming of getting a good employment, but you will never rule, you will never control, you will never be in charge, you will never be told how the world system works, you will never be told how the law of money works, you will never be told what to do to be the one controlling the economy, not the one being employed as a worker in the economy. So that is the pressure that follows us. After school, we go to university. Those are pressure. Then even in the society, we come under pressure. We come under different kind of pressure that enslaves us. That's number 2. Number 3. And some of you will be saying, how do we get out of it? If you want to know how to get out of the world system, you could go and listen. I will talk about it here today also and tomorrow, and all this week I'm going to be talking about it 2 times a day. But if you already want to know some things, go listen to the old recordings I did yesterday, day before yesterday, last week, and everything. They are there in the internet. They are there on my or by YouTube, Sunday Adelaja Official. Go there and go and listen to each of the old ones. If you didn't listen to the old ones, you might be confused. Like some people were writing yesterday, we are confused. Yes, you are going to be confused if you don't listen from the beginning. So go spend time to listen to some of the things I've said before. They will help you. Okay. Now, number 3 point. Number 3 point. Another way that the world system, remember my topic today is how the world system enslaves you. One of the, maybe the strongest instrument that the world system use to enslave people today is the pressure to make money. The pressure to make money. Because money answers all things. That's what the Bible says. Even the Bible tells us that money answers all things. But that doesn't mean that you should come under the power and under the influence of money. But because that money is not meant to be a master. Money is not meant to be served. But we are not told that. We are not told that we are serving money. And whatever you give yourself in obedience to, that is what you serve. Whatever you bring, whatever motivates you, that is what is your Lord. So if it's money that is motivating you to wake up in the morning to go and work, that is your Lord. But if you are being motivated by the desire to fulfill God's desire, God's purpose on your life, then God is your Lord. So whatever is motivating you, it is your Lord. To whomever you give yourself to in obedience is your master, is who you are a slave to. That is Romans chapter 6. So we know that, but let's face it. I want you to be truthful about this thing and be truthful to yourself. What is the major thing that motivates you every day? Even when you are going to study, even when you go to school, is it not the desire to make money? What is the main thing that motivates you when you wake up every day to go to work? Is it not the desire to make money? What is the thing that makes you to go to work, to be looking and striving, everything, struggle, everything? Is it not desire to make money? If you are going to that work, if you are going to work because of salary, if you are going to do that job to make money, that means you are under that same world system. You have been enslaved. And what that means is that you are serving mammon. You are under the lordship of money. And that is not the way it's supposed to be. You are supposed to be under the lordship of your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So if you are under the lordship of money, then you could be manipulated. Then you could be controlled. Then you could be bought. Then you could be useless. Your life could be just rubbish because you need money. So you could be enslaved, you could be captivated, you could be put under bondage because you need money. And because you need that money, you will agree to do anything. You will be willing to just make some more money. So that is one of the greatest instrument in the hand of Satan today, the desire and the pressure to make money. And everything is set around the world in such a way that things are flashing before your eyes like this. Things are flashing. They make things, flashy things. They do flashy house. They make everything just for you to know that without money you are dead. Without money you are nothing. Without money you are finished. That is the whole idea. Satan wants, the whole system is built in such a way that you are totally paralyzed without money. And that is what Satan wants you to know, that you depend on us. You cannot do without us. We have you. You are under our control. You are under our bondage. This is how Satan empowers people. Enslaves people. Again, how the world system enslaves you. And you must know this thing. And when you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Thank you so much for watching our videos. Now, we need to spread this word, and we need to do it together. For that to happen, we need your help. Just 5 little steps that you could help us to spread the word. Number 1 thing we need you to do is to like the videos. Please go like this video right now. Number 2, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Number 3, we need you to press and click on that notification bell. You see the bell? Go press on it. And number 4, we need you to go comment. Write your comment, good or bad. Just write what you feel. Number 5, share on every platform. Share on Instagram, share on Facebook. Just share and spread the word. Thank you so much.